So I'm just going to talk about what has changed in my life in the last 12 months because I've been getting that question a lot. People are saying I'm showing up differently. I'm a lot more bold. I'm a lot more courageous, and just really want to share where that comes from. Right? It really comes from two key things. The first is self-belief. So in the last 12 months, I've decided to invest in myself. I decided to bet in myself. I decided to believe in myself, believe in the skills, in the talents, in the gifts that I have, right? And so purposefully be intentional around showcasing those gifts. So it really speaks to how am I storytelling, right? How am I storytelling the life of Kutlwano, and what's the legacy that I want to leave behind? And so that self-belief has resulted me being in rooms, in spaces, has granted me amazing opportunities, right? I'm a firm believer in having vision boards. I'm a firm believer in writing your goals down. And what I've seen in the last 12 months is the stuff that I wanted to achieve, I have already achieved, but I'm achieving even stuff that I thought I'd achieve in 3 years' time, or meeting, certain people that I hold in high regard or as role models, and being in those spaces, all because of self-belief. Because what self-belief does is you show up in the world quite differently. You show up boldly, you show up courageously, and your light, as Marianne Williamson says in a poem, that as you shine your light, you give other people permission to shine their own lights. And so I'm seeing that quite a lot in my life, and that's just purely for me showing up, simply showing up and having that self-belief. Another key thing that has really changed in the last 12 months is commitment to self. So if you ask around people that have worked with me, people that have interacted with me, or if there's any professional or personal relationship, I am quite a reliable person. If I say I'm going to do something, it will get done, and I will definitely show up for that. But what has changed is I'm reliable to myself. I'm now keeping the promises that I would make to myself. So I'll give you an example. I used to have gym memberships, paying month on month on month on month, and these gym guys, they'll lock you in a contract for 24 months, right? But I just wouldn't show up. I'll be paying this fee every month, and I'll say, no, I'm going to start Monday. No, I'm going to start 1st of June, And what has changed in the last 6 to 12 months is me showing up. So waking up 5 a.m., heading to the gym, and keeping that commitment and making sure that I show up a minimum of 4 times a week. Another key commitment is a commitment to myself to eat clean 5 times a week. So 2 days, I'm not pumping my body with McDonald's, but it means I'm more lenient on Saturday and Sunday, especially because I have my kids, and so we usually go out either on a Saturday and Sunday, and I'll have a burger and so forth. But what that means is I'm eating clean, your fish, your veggies, chicken, and so forth, 5 days of the week, and my body's already making so much improvement and changes. And so I share this because it's really around what's the commitments I've made to myself and how am I sticking to that. Because I think you need to be, in one of my books, The 4 Agreements, it talks about being impeccable with your word. And it just has absolutely changed my life. Another key thing that I'm impeccable with is around showing up on social media. So LinkedIn, YouTube, showing up. Because that's something that I love. I love storytelling. I love sharing my ideas. I love engaging with different people. I love learning, growing. It's something that I absolutely enjoy. But because of my personality, I was quite in the background. I wouldn't say I'm an introvert, but I'm not exactly an extrovert either. So ambivert. But I wouldn't do it, right? But now that I've made that commitment that every single day we post, every single week we post on YouTube, I'm now showing up. And so those are the key things that have changed in my life, and I'm looking forward to what the next 24 and 36 months are going to look like. So if you just want to change, a little bit of something in your life, show up differently. So that self-belief, and stick to the promises that you make to yourself.